Morning.
And good morning. Hey,
Did you give
everybody.
up on it?
Yeah, I just.
Tablets.
Good morning, everybody. Just trying to.
It's not a phone. It's not a computer. What
Colors
is it?
today. It's a combo phone computer.
Yes.
How's everybody doing this morning? It's Thursday, heading towards the end of the week. Boy, the weather up here in the Northeast was fantastic yesterday.
Oh, yes.
It
It's a
feels
heat
so
wave.
good. The snow
It's
is
nearly
melting.
50 degrees.
It was about 52. Yeah, it felt like a heat wave. It's so funny, the perception, everybody's perception of things is different. So that's why, you can't really get angry at people that think a certain way. That's their perception. That's their business. We have our own perception.
That's so last century.
Today you can get mad at everybody for the way they think, even if they don't think that way. You just pretend they do.
Yeah, I hope you didn't party too much yesterday. It was St. Patty's Day. And people were getting their stimulus checks. I mean, who thought of that? Let's drop it in on St. Patty's Day so everybody can spend it on.
Most of you are done work for the week.
Or at least not getting up. I don't even see anybody on my Facebook right now. Anyway, we had a nice quiet evening last evening, so we are up and energetic, sort of.
Yes.
David has his coffee in hand.
Energizing as we speak.
And I hope you're having a good morning as well. So we're going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the drill. You know what we are going to be doing. So everybody up off your seats, off the couches, chairs, put your coffee down, put your green beer down if you're still drinking green beer, whatever it is. We're going to get started with a warm up this morning and get our bodies energized and some motivation. That's what my title was this morning is, do you need motivation? And a lot of times we do. And we get motivation from lots of different things. We can go ahead and get started.
Here's your motivation. Just do it.
We can get motivation by other people. Help, if you see other people doing something, it's like, oh, hey, they can do it, I can do it. We get motivation that way. We get motivation from results. Oops, from results. So if you if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get in shape, we get motivation when we see results. We get motivation by making our goals known to others. That's one that I learned from you. If you shout it out to Facebook or someplace, to a group or to friends or family, it kind of motivates you when you're like, oh, I don't feel like working out. Because you've told people that
I don't feel like explaining myself why I failed again. I'll just do it.
So that can be motivation. I think my biggest motivation has been seeing results. And when I first started my fitness journey, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I was really trying to lose a little bit of weight in the middle. As we get older, our bodies change, particularly women tend to gain weight in the spare tire area, men too, but anyway, I was like, hell no, I don't want to, that's not what I'm doing. So I started a workout thing with Beachbody, which I really loved. And the first month I lost like this whole area here, which was my motivation. And I haven't stopped since. So results for me, when I start seeing results from all of my hard work. I saw a meme today about, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was younger, and people see, what he looked like, and you see all the bodybuilders and what they look like, but what you don't see is all the hard work that's put into it, and all the sweat, and all the, a lot of emotion goes into working out and keeping your body healthy and strong. And, so how do How are you motivated? Go ahead and type it in the chat box below and tell me.
Coffee.
Or let me know. It's for David, it's coffee. You know, coffee can be motivating. Seasons. So when you're in a 4-season state and you've been bundled up all winter and eating bonbons, motivation can be summer coming, and you know you're going to have to put shorts on or bathing suit or whatever. So that could be a motivation. Motivation can be seeing somebody else literally ruin their own body. That can be your motivation. So it doesn't necessarily motivation doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's buff, and it could be someone that's not, and you're like, holy smokes, I don't want to be like that when I'm 60, so I'm going to take care of my body and health. So that can be a motivation as well. It's kind of interesting how we motivate ourselves. And we're just doing a little bit of a warm-up here first, getting ready to swing the kettlebell. And we have Ashley here. Hey, Ashley. Good to see you. And
Let's come on down to the floor.
okay.
Or start with putting hands and feet on the floor. Make a big square.
Okay.
Straighten your legs.
This is sort of like a downward dog.
Yes. Now you're going to pick up one foot in the opposite hand.
What are I going to do with it?
You're going to take that foot and you're going to slide it through and sit your foot down. You're going to pick yourself there. Pick yourself back up. Slide that foot back through and sit it down. Pick up the other opposite hand and foot. Top the leg in. Sit your foot down. Pick yourself back up. Now watch this. You're going to go touch and come back. Other side. Now, hold right there. If your arms are bent even a little bit, this is much, much harder. So lock your arms. Now post on one locked arm. Doesn't bend even a little bit. Good. Walk your hands back in. And stand up.
You know what? I was just breakdancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never done that. You have to try it. It's not easy doing it first thing in the morning when you first wake up. But I did notice a difference when I made the effort to straighten my arms.
Those pieces, the locked elbow, the seated shoulder, fired core, those things don't change. The problem is that as soon as, a lot of times we can say, okay, lock your elbows, seat your shoulders, tighten your core, now make a move. And as soon as people start to move, they just let go of everything to make the move.
Right.
That's where the problem is. To be able to do this stuff effectively, not only do you need to understand lockout position, but you have to be able to move the rest of your body fluidly while maintaining the lockout position. The same is true of firing your core, seating your shoulder, keeping your wrist straight. All those things have to happen during motion. This is why it takes so long to learn. It's one thing to learn, it's one thing where to learn how to put your hands on a steering wheel. It's another thing to keep it there while you're changing your position and driving. This is what driver is about. It doesn't happen just like that. It takes some time. Give yourselves the time to do it. Okay, kettlebell between your feet. Hold at the hip. Reach down, grab the bell. Seat the shoulders, drive into the hips. Bring it up. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Set it down. Stand up. Reach behind your head. Grab your elbows. Look to the sky. Sit back into the hips. Come up. Keep your eyes up as high as possible. Grab your elbows. Reach your hands down. Grab them behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Now, lock your elbows. Seat your shoulders. Look up. Lean back. Keep your elbows locked. Head down. Bring your hands to the sky. All right. Reach down, grab the kettlebell with one hand. Swing it to the rack. Now, you're going to change hands as you rack. Nice. Now, same as you. Here we go. Switch. Seven. 3 more. Set it down. Very nice. Okay. We're going to do some halos around our head. Now, here's what, actually, before you start, hold your hands out in front of you. Imagine you're grabbing handlebars of a motorcycle or grabbing a metal bar. Now, bend it. You'll feel, when you imagine bending it, you automatically seat your shoulders. Feel it? Mm-hmm. Now, keep them seated and lift one elbow all the way till it points to the sky. Bring it around back. Point the other elbow to the sky. Right? And bring it down in front. The key is, when you do your halo, watch this. My arm brushes my ear, and then when I bring this one around, it folds it forward. So it should brush my ear each way. Going back, right? And forward. Right? Here we go. Bring it up in front of the face. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it to the bottom. Grip with your toes. Now, this time you're going to do it all the way with your arms straight at the bottom. Halo around the back, straighten the arms. Use momentum. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
We're doing the opposite.
2. Yep, I'm going. Tough, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice. Very nice.
It is hard. Especially that is a heavy weight. Well, I usually use
It
it
is
for the
heavy.
halos, but for those swingy ones, it's heavy.
All right.
Definitely have to keep your core tightened because it can affect your lower back
Oh, yeah.
on that one.
Moving your low back is a good way to get hurt doing that. All right, going overhead now. Swing to the rack and press. Keep that weight. All right, here we go. Into the rack. Press. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Changing hands. 1. 2. 3. 4. Very nice. Okay, move it to one leg, handle east and west. Point your feet in that direction. Hand on the hip, hand on the inside of the thigh. Now, start by finding side-to-side motion with your leg. Keep this leg locked, right? I want you to find this. Straight up and down, forward and back. That's the key, this. Now, put this hand on the inside of the thigh, way back. Look to see if this leg is still locked. Grab the bell. Tighten your core. Push the hips forward. Push the hip back. 2. 3. 4. 5. Set it down. Slide it to the other way. Now, start with the leg straight up and down. Push it forward and back. Keep it locked. The other leg can bend. Now, hand on the inside of the thigh. Push it way back until you grab the bell. Hand on your butt. Push your hip to the across to stand. Push your hip back to lower. 2. 3. 4. 5. Sit it down. Move the kettlebell aside. Grab your smaller weight. Now, pointing your feet the other way. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Reach this hand overhead. Now, same thing. Kick your hip back as you look up at the bell. Now freeze, freeze and stay where you are. Now, here's the thing that you want to look at. The line of your spine. Watch this, Kendra. A lot of folks are here when they need here. This slight curve of the spine here has to be corrected by dropping sort of in the kidney area. You're going to drop it down. And you'll find, you feel the difference? It's a slight movement of your spine. Now stand and maintain that as you go down. Really good. You can feel it. If you go lower right there, it'll start to bend. Right. Exactly.
It's kicking this part up.
That's right. So this is a really important thing. Once you notice that you're here and that this has to happen, you'll find that a lot of people will fix it by this. So you need to, and so if you can't lower it, right, then you're going down too far, right? This is fun.
I'm actually doing the opposite.
That's really good. And drop here. Yep, right there. And now tighten up here, and then keep it as you go up and down. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy.
Well,
It's not easy to maintain.
Well, I think the problem is you can't see your own self.
That's right.
So you think you're doing it right in your mind, but actually having somebody point out, hey, you're not doing it right.
Well, that's what that form fitness idea was, so that you can see the lines. Look in the mirror and see the lines of your body and see whether you're straight. Because a lot of times shoulders are tilted ever so slightly, or hips are tilted ever
But
so
it is
slightly.
still nice having a coach to be able to show
Especially
you.
me. Okay, so
what you're doing
here's
wrong.
what we're gonna do. You're gonna take your lighter weight, bring it to the rack, press it overhead, point your feet away, hand on the inside of the thigh. Look up, mill down to the elbow on the knee, and back. Work on the position of your spine. Hold the feet to the front. Bring it in. Change hands. Did you feel a difference?
Not really. I don't know if I was doing it right.
Well, that's
I
okay.
need somebody to look at it.
And press. All the way. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Kick the hip back, look up. And rise. One. Pull it in, point your feet to the front. Sit down. All right. So let's go. You can keep that one if you want, or you can go that one. We're going to do some endurance stuff.
Like what?
But we're going to start with some lunges.
Okay. Definitely higher.
Yep. Ooh, really?
This is the same as that.
That is. You want to go one up? You can go with that one. That's the 16.
I'll do that. Lunges anyway.
All right. Take your bell, bring it to the rack position. We're going to step backwards into our lunges. So I have it in my left hand. I'm going to step back opposite leg, touch the knee, and come back. 1, 2. Focus on the front leg. 3, 5. Let's go to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change it.
And 10, set it down.
Wow, that was a challenge. The first time I've ever used that weight for anything.
Yeah.
So I felt safe, but I also felt challenged, which is where I want to be.
Yeah.
Because in order to move up, to move forward, to get stronger, you have to challenge yourself. If you're doing your workout and you're thinking, oh, this is easy, then you need to step it up a little bit. And it doesn't mean that you can't do easy stuff too, but you need to integrate some challenging stuff in there, which is what David does. For me, we do fun, easy stuff, working on form. In terms of weight, it's easy.
Okay.
But that was a challenge.
And this is actually a kind of an important principle when it comes to your training of any kind. After you warm up, the next thing that you should do is practice anything that requires difficulty or learning, right? Difficulty because it's a new exercise, learning because it's a brand new exercise, right? Or even if you're going to use heavy weights, you want to do things that are most challenging while your body is still fresh.
Yeah.
Right?
How much weight is that?
That's 35 pounds.
Okay.
So, you're not going to learn something new with a heavy weight.
Right.
And you're also, once you're neurologically kind of taxed, once your body is like shaking because of exertion, that's not the time to learn something new.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do single arm swings. So that's a heavy weight to do with one hand, and that's the challenge. So when you pick up you can pick up a heavier weight than that and do your swings. You regularly do, but not with one hand.
No.
So.
This is.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Reach down one hand, and now wait a minute before you do. Here's what I'd like you to do. Do your hand change here. Watch this. I'm going to show you. Here's how I want you to do here's how high I want you to swing. See this?
That's not.
I'm just a little bit, I'm not even putting any energy into it because I'm focusing all my attention on the hand change. Let me watch.
The bend.
Let me watch you do that.
How to do it.
Palm to palm. There it is. A little later. Yeah. So it's hip, hand. Hip, hand. Now we're talking. Feel the difference?
Yep.
It's a very slight difference when you very slightly put the hip first and then the hand.
Yeah, and I'm working this whole area.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do 50 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 10. One. 30. 20 more. Ten to go. 1,
2, 3. Set it down. Nicely done. Very good.
Woo. Holy smokes. I need a breath. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is Thursday. So, a lot of you may not know, I teach a yoga class on Thursdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m.
You can come here and get traumatized, and then
or
go see.
de-traumatized. And it's a fantastic class. We've had women take it that really made a difference in their bodies. It's really about connecting with your body.
Figuring out where you keep your trauma, because
Yeah.
we keep our emotions in our body.
And releasing those trauma and emotions. If you'd like more information on how to join me in that, just let me know and I can send you the link and you can check it out. In the meantime, have a fantastic day today. We are the creators of our life, so we're going to make it a fantastic day, correct? Right?
Correct, yes.
We'll see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another fantastic workout. Sending everyone love, joy, peace, and happiness.